What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Stockton. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Trying to set up the screen. It's a running room. Ripping through the defense. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught over the middle, it's Stribling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing failed.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Complete downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The short hands, it's Taylor.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Hey, listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I sprint.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the... But it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. from the red zone. He's going to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of a quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football? And you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Powers forward. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so...
There he goes! Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run run the RPO and throw it right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Bell. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The short hands, it's Thomas. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quickly complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll call for the fair catch here. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Taylor. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So
oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Second and a long way to go. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Under fire. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Third down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on first and goal.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's White. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Frazier. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires it. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Quarterback extends the play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took